Hello everyone, my name's Frosty RP, Nintendo Let's Player on Twitch, Twitch streamer, variety streamer, Nintendo Let's Play 100% completionist. Today, we're going to be talking about a very unusual system in my entire collection, and that will be this gigantic tank called the PS4. So, this is actually the very first non-Nintendo console I've ever bought. Take it with a can of sugar, because let me tell you guys something. I grew up with mainly Nintendo games. Ever since the Super Nintendo when I was 4 years old, playing Donkey Kong Country 1. And then I never thought in my entire life that I would actually buy a Sony console or even a Microsoft console. Well, PlayStation 4 broke that promise. So this is a launch one PS4. I actually got this pre-owned from a friend actually. 150, if I'm not mistaken, I paid for this. This is the 500 gigabyte first gen, first released PS4. It was an okay deal. I mean, I got it 3 months ago, so as of this recording, September 2019. And then of course came with the DualShock 4 black controller. I'm pretty sure that's a standard model. With that, guys, let's go ahead and get into the best part, the games, of course. All right, I'll try to give like small summaries for each of them, but I won't try to go too long. So Celeste, the physical copy for the PS4, manufactured by Limited Runs, owned by Matt Makes Games. I was the first YouTuber to actually unbox this game, the PS4 variant of YouTube. So if you guys like, it's a very interesting video because, you know, it was the very first one. I didn't see anyone unbox it, but yada yada. This is a 2D platformer, very difficult. If you love 2D platformers, I highly recommend this one. Very emotional. But hey, this was the first version I played, so yay. Then we get into From C to K, which be Kingdom Hearts 3, the very first Kingdom Hearts game I've ever played. I actually really like it. I played it for the first time last night, and the combat mechanic is actually really good. Like, I thought this series was going to be a turn-based, which you guys know me. I don't like turn-based games as much, unless they're very unique, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty good, and Disney characters, fighting, enemies, who doesn't like that? Love it. Then we got Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Unlike the Nintendo Switch, you do get CDs in both of them, and you get some goodies in the first one. So the first one comes with robot masters for each game, what weapon you get and what they're weak against. Very nice. Legacy Collection 1 contains Mega Man's 1 through 6, and Legacy Collection 2 contains 7 through 10. I would say Legacy Collection 1's better, but the one thing that's missing in these games is the Mega Man Anniversary Collection OST, but if you want like classic emulation, these are the great games to go with, but these are mainly for like hardcore fans. So there's that. Speaking of which, we got the Mega Man Justice 11. Wait, that's backwards. Mega Man 11 represents the Justice. Alright, but this is actually a really difficult 2D platform game. Its art style is more similar to like Mega Man 7 and Mega Man 8. And I know a piece of paper fell down, but it's just a little ad. I mean, nothing too special. Yeah, I like this game a lot. This is actually the second version I have. I have the Switch copy, but I plan on selling the Switch copy soon. Then we got Mega Man Legacy. We got Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. And unlike Nintendo Switch, they don't cheap out on us. So Legacy Collection 1, I believe you get 1 through 4. And the second half you get 5 through 8. I could be mistaken though, because yeah, they split it in half. So about this game, this is the first time I actually played Mega Man X ever. I used to own a Super Nintendo cartridge back when I was in high school, but when I was dating an ex at the time, she forbid me playing Mega Man X, which made no sense because she was a Zelda nerd. But that's its story for a different time. So what makes this game so special to me, I played it very recently last month, and wow, Mega Man X is a really, really good game. Like, advanced mechanics for 2D platforming, all that jazz. It's just amazing. I would say Mega Man X is harder, but it's more fluid in my personal opinion. So every time I think about Mega Man X, I think about that Mega X, because you get it, guys. X equals EX. So there's that. Okami HD. This legendary game has aged for a very long time, ever since the PS4 or PS2 release. I have not played much of it. If I know what this is, it's like a Japanese tradition. It's like a Japanese art style 3D platformer. So I'm kind of interested in playing this, but as a this recording, not right now, because both of these games I have not played completely. All right, so I got here Persona 5, but for the purposes of me, because I hate the word Persona, we're gonna call it Susanoo 5. So Susanoo 5 is a JRPG game that has actually made me bought the PS4. Believe it or not, guys. Like, it takes a lot of a game to actually make me buy a console just for that game. And wow, Susanoo 5 is just amazing. Even though it's a turn-based JRPG, it's a very, very exceptional game. I like it. And I could gush over this game all I want, but the first time I played it was at PAX West. Rented the game, rented a PS4 kiosk, played it for a half hour, and wow, I just fell in love with the game. So much to the point where I have the Phantom Thief. Like, this is the premium Take Your Heart edition. I'm not gonna unbox this for you guys, but I could just do a separate video of that. Yeah, I just wanted a couple things in here, but yeah. Now, if you're wondering, oh, but Frosty, why do you have both? Well, let me tell you guys something, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I have 2 copies of it. But enough good discussion of that. Then we got Susanoo 5, Dancing in the Starlight. Rhythm-based game with amazing remixes, with Morgana doing kind of a failed Justice pose in my personal opinion, because he can't do it like me. Not a game I would recommend to everyone, but this game's music is amazing. If you love the Susanoo 5's OST, I would probably recommend picking it up, but it's just a dance game, really. Just with Susanoo 5 characters. Psychonauts, just it's a limited runs game, of course. Psychonauts first came out on PS2, if I'm not mistaken. Takes place in the brain, but apparently, according to this, it has drug references. So I might tackle that someday, just not now. Then we got Ratchet and Clank. This and Susanoo 5 were the first 2 PS4 games I got with the collection. But my gosh. Apparently, this is a remastered version of the original one for Ratchet and Clank, and also it blends in with the movie's elements, which I'm kind of excited to try out to watch the movie. But I mean, I played it so far, like 2 hours last night, and then, oh my gosh, it's actually pretty good. Never played a Ratchet and Clank game until that game came out. River City Girls, if I'm not mistaken, this is a sequel to something, I don't remember the game it was called, but it was like River City something. But my gosh, this game is so highly demanded. Of course, limited runs manufactured this game, but this is a beat 'em up. Who says high school girls can't fight? Because these two, Kyoko and Masako, could prove you wrong. So very short. Love this game. Highly recommend it if you can find it, but let me warn you guys something. It's a pretty expensive game. Next up, we got Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley, I know a YouTuber who quad dipped this game. So she dipped it like 4 times. Personally, for me, I can't play it in long sessions. I can only play like maybe an hour or 2 sessions each, but it's a farming sim with RPG elements. Not too bad. Got Tales of Berseria. Berseria is a JRPG game in the Tales series that actually has different combat system. I've only played a little bit of it, but I will get into this one as soon as I finish Vesperia. which would be the only game I ever triple dipped so far. And notice I use the term loosely, triple dips very loosely. JRPG, action. It's an action combat system, so you're not gonna be like taking turns. It's not gonna be super slow with the battle combat system, which I highly approve of. I've already talked a lot about this game on my Switch collections video, but if you have any console really, Vesperia is very easy. It's very accessible to many platforms. So that is my entire PS4 collection. Very small collection, but if I were to recommend 5 games for you guys to start out with in this entire collection, it's going to be a little bit harder because I don't have that many games. But if I were to select the 5, because luckily for you guys, PS4 is actually pretty cheap to collect these days. Here's the 5 games I would recommend. I have to exclude limited runs because not everyone can afford limited run games. And also limited editions as well. I'm going to have to take those out as well. But some of the limited edition games are not going to be too difficult to find their standard copy. So Kingdom Hearts. I thought this was going to be a very difficult entry to get into for the Kingdom Hearts. But they say start with one of the worst games in this series and work your way through the better ones. I just don't have problems with Kingdom Hearts 3 so far, but it seems pretty fun so far. And how many times I had to repeat so far? I don't know. Disney characters beating up enemies. I mean, who doesn't like that? Then we got, wrong game, Mega Man Justice 11. This is actually the game I least recommend, but hey, if you love 2D platformers that are difficult, go ahead and pick this one. Then I got Susanoo 5. You can find the standard copy. I believe it's the PlayStation's Greatest Hits for like $22 if you're in Seattle, but $19.99 everywhere else. You guys got to play this game. For that price tag, it's just, you're asking to play a 100-hour game. That's without extras, without completionist aspect. This is a really good one to have. Ratchet and Clank. If you're not very familiar with platformer games, I think this is a pretty good platformer to start with for the PS4. I mean, I really enjoyed it, so. And Tales of Vesperia. Like I said before, it's very accessible for multiple different system platforms. So if you don't have it, go and buy it and go and play it. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's my entire PS4 collection. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free. You're just giving up maybe a very few calories to move that pointer for like 2 seconds. It really helps the channel a lot. If you guys, it also gives me an idea exactly where this channel should go to, because I have no idea what content I should be producing on this channel. But hey, I always love feedback. So, oh, and also if you guys really want to see these games live in action, go ahead and please follow the Twitch channel, the Instagram channel. I post a lot of collection stuff, and follow that Discord, because Discord will have a lot of updates in case if I can't upload or miss a stream or whatnot. So that's that. Follow the Discord carefully, guys. I cannot stress that enough. So all I gotta say, guys, is stay chilly, keep gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.